Yes, sir. Eric Lima here. You watch my YouTube show, in which my sentimental thoughts come from my heart. It's also my YouTube show, my mental oddball shenanigans in my brain. It's EML77 TV, episode 502. It's Saturday, 3:13 p.m. in the afternoon. I apologize for not getting the video up sooner. I decided to make up for I had to do a little bit of shopping and to make sure I have everything I needed just in case we do go on lockdown. And there's a rumor going around about that, so because of everything going on. But for right now, I haven't heard anything, nothing much as of yet. I know we're not having church service tomorrow, so that's another thing that we, have to consider. So, but other than that, our mall is open, but there was only 8 stores open, according to one of my friends who was a security guard at the mall. So we don't know what's gonna happen, and because of this whole thing, like I said, a lot of stores elected to close and everything else. And Gene's Seafood is closing until further notice, which is kind of sad too, because they opened up back in February. I think it was February 14th and all that, and I went there a couple of times to get some fish and chips, but unfortunately they're closed for the time being. So if you're thinking about getting fish and chips, you're out of luck on that area. So, but other than that, I don't know what to tell you, man. It has not been very easy. But it doesn't get much easier to tell you this news. Kenny Rogers, the legendary country singer, has passed away yesterday, and it was a sad day for me. It was a sad day for those who have been fans of Kenny Rogers. I was never big into country music. I never was a fan. Never liked it at first, because I thought they all sang the same thing about your girlfriend left you, and you lost your dog, and your truck broke down, and everything else. The typical country stuff. But there's one country CD I will listen to is the Once Upon a Christmas album by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. Best duet ever in country history and possibly in pop music history. Once Upon a Christmas, that song, of the Nativity, it's a very powerful song. And even if you're not, I know it's not Christmas right now. We got 9 months away from that, but still, you gotta listen to those songs. That song is pretty powerful. I think one time I cried on this song when I was a kid growing up. I was in tears. I was like, what the heck is wrong with me? But nowadays it's like, maybe I was going through something, I don't know. But like I said, late 80s, early 90s, when every time me and my family try to go somewhere for the holidays, my parents would put this album in. Back then it was cassette. So my parents would put this album in, and we sang. It was like late 80s, early 90s. We usually sing the songs. It was only me and my sister, and then my little brother came in 88. So it's, I think early 90s we started listening to it. And my brother remembers because I put this as a status on Facebook. He liked it and all. So, yeah, it has been tough during these times. It has been very, very tough, and we lose, we lose a legend like Kenny Rogers. And I know sometimes I look at the situation we have now, and some of the celebrities and loved ones that we lost. We're kind of thankful that they're not around for this, and because it would be, oh, excuse me, wow. It would be, it would be very detrimental to them. And so it is pretty hard. It is pretty hard. And I don't know what to say, man. It's one of those times where you just want to go, ooh. So, like I say, it's off to a rough start this year. Like I said, with the virus situation and everything else, we found out we had our first case in New Bedford, another first case in Fall River. So, I went out today to do some shopping and to do some grocery shopping, and bought myself some lunch here from Taco Bell, so I should be. And it was funny, Taco Bell. I went to order, and right behind me there was a guy on a bike, and which is crazy because now the drive-throughs are open and deliveries, and because of this whole thing, and it has been very, very tough, and has been very, very tough. Like I said, I don't know what's going to be like Monday when I have to go back to work at the mall. So it is. A lot of people have been bashing the mall's decision to stay open during this whole thing. And listen, I don't like that decision either. But there's a few reasons why our malls remain open. I came up with 3 of them. One is that it's the mall's corporate mall management's decision to whether or not to shut down the mall due to this whole pandemic. A lot of people complain that the corporates now relying on more greed and everything else, and putting employees' lives at risk. Just to let you know that according to my friend, who was the head security guard at the mall, and only 8 stores in the mall are open. So that's, I don't know if that number is going to go down or up or what. So we're going to find out. I'll find out Monday what in the world's going on when I get back. And plus, listen, if I have to go back to work Monday, it'll be a couple more weeks, and then I got another vacation in April 5th. A little bit more about WrestleMania. WrestleMania will be a 2-night event. April 4th will be Saturday night, and April 5th will be Sunday night. So I'm going to give my picks and predictions that Friday, since that will the Friday before. So it's going to be something to behold. A couple more matches are added to the card. 6-pack challenge, 6-pack elimination match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley will have to defend against the entire team of Team Bad, even though they're not back together, so to speak. Naomi, Tamina, and Sasha Banks are going to be involved. Lacey Evans and Dana Brooke are the other 2 contenders, and so you got that. WrestleMania implications for the Intercontinental title is on the line next Friday when Shinsuke Nakamura goes 1-1 with Drew Gulak. If Gulak wins, Daniel Bryan gets a shot at the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania, which would be very interesting. And then you got Rob Gronkowski hosting WrestleMania, and one of the matches he wanted to make, and he's advocating for this one, Elias versus King Corbin. If that match goes down, that match happens, it will be happening at WrestleMania. So back to the continuation of the mall. So that's one of the reasons why, because it's the corporate the corporate management's decision whether or not they want to shut down the mall. 2 is if they do shut down the mall for at least a few weeks or even less, a few months, you're talking about it could be not good, and if the sales go really, really down, and all of a sudden they have no choice but to shut down the mall entirely, then there goes our mall. Our mall is the last mall in the South Coast. I mean, the Harbor Mall in 2016 kaput. Swansea Mall last year kaput, and basically the Galleria is going to be kaput because after this whole ordeal is over, I don't think the Galleria is going to open up anymore. So there goes that one. So our mall is the only one left. And if we close down, if the Must Mall closes down, what's going to happen is domino effect. The Dupper Town Center is going to feel it because TJ Maxx has been closing its doors for good. And then it will start over. I think Walmart and Target are probably the only ones will remain open, but the other stores around, including GameStop and everything else, everything could shut down there. So that's number one. And the third reason why I believe it's private property. I don't think, unless the government does step in, I don't think they have a right to do something. Really has stepped in and forces their hand. So. And plus, I think the reason why they're not hitting Massachusetts on the shutdown is because if they do shut down, they can't get any help from Washington D.C. So that's another thing. I think that if they needed help and relief, this is the way to do it. So so if we wanted help and relief, that could be the reason why, and that's why I'm very, very concerned about that. So, but other than that, though, I'm going back Monday. I'll see what the heck is going on. I don't know if I get new information from my bosses. I'll see what's what is going on. I may have to make it. Like I said, this is probably going to be a make or break kind of year for me at that place, whether or not I stay or go. And like I said, I know I've been complaining about it for the past few years and all, but this year is more of a big concern than anything. So it's going to be a tough decision to make when I do have to go back and everything else. So like I said, got a couple of weeks, and then after that, April again. Checking out the weather reports for forecasting more snow in New England, but here's the thing. It's more of the higher elevated areas in New England that are going to get the snow. While we here at the South Coast, we're probably going to get mostly rain, which is a good thing. I don't mind that at all. Like I said, there's been a lot. Like I said, a lot has been going on. A lot has been happening, and we got to stay in there, hang in there, stay strong. And like I said, today was the first day I went out shopping out of the house, out of my room for over a week, and I got the car filled up with gas, which is good. I got what I need. So it's good. So we're good with that. A lot of things are just flying off the shelves and all that. It's a lot of empty shelves. I went to Stop Shop, which is not that bad. It wasn't that bad either, but the market basket was full. I didn't want to go there. I went to Taco Bell a couple times. Cumbies, I got a couple of sodas to get my, just make sure that I have everything that I needed, and that's another thing that, like I said, it wasn't fun. But Gene Seafood's closed until further notice as well. If you look, I love Gene's, and I can understand why. A lot of people are very angry at the Chinese government because they're the ones that ruined everything, in my personal opinion. And I know risk of sounding racist and all, but the Chinese government needs to freaking stop ruining our lives. Basically, that's what they need to do. Is there's good people in China. Here's the worst part. There's people are beating up Asian people because of this virus thing, and it's like they're using this thing as a racist thing, and it's not right. Blame the government in that country. Don't blame the people themselves. Blame the government. Because the government decided to make this boneheaded, want to be boneheads about it and everything else. And another thing is they want to control they think that if they have to control the population in their country, that we have to control the population ours. So, my personal opinion, I'm probably putting on my mental tinfoil hat here that they're just using this virus just to try to destroy the population, so they get in control and everything. Which, I'm hoping, like I said, it's really tough not to blame anybody for this whole thing. We can blame Trump, we can blame our government, we can blame the Chinese government. We can blame ourselves for not following proper protocol. Blah blah. Been that kind of week. Trust me on this one. So. Yeah, a lot going on too. You feel like Lloyd Christmas in Dumb and Dumber after they found out your parakeet Petey died. We got no food, we got no jobs, and our pensions are falling off. That's how I feel. Imagine, sometimes that inner Lloyd Christmas coming out and screaming. We got hand over this dump. We got no food, we got no jobs, and our pensions are falling off. Oh my gosh, it's like, Lord. But we're going to hang in there. We're going to be okay. We've got to follow the proper protocol and everything else, social distancing, whatnot, washing your hands and all that. I think we're going to be good. And so I am intending, even though I'll be working this week, they may have to shorten up my schedule due to this, so I would not be surprised if they do. So, because this situation changes a lot. Obviously changes a lot. So I'm hoping and praying that, like I said, our mall don't open up to 11, and it closes at 7. So it's going to be a lot shorter. And so I'm kind of curious of what my schedule is going to be like when I come back next week. I don't know if I'm working the same hours or working shorter hours because of it. And I am sure, you know, and I'm hoping that we get back to normal by December. You know, the good news, like I said, the good news is July, they're not canceling the festival, but they'll postpone it back to a later date, which is fine. I like to say this. I like to see the WEML-TV Festival happen on the last weekend in July. Last weekend of the month. And then the first weekend of August, you get the Portuguese Feast. If that's going on. I haven't checked to see. I haven't heard any word on that. Because if the Portuguese Feast is going on, let's say just move the festival back, move the WEML-TV Festival back, and then they'll have back-to-back weekend craziness. Imagine that. Oh, I got the festival, and then I got the feast next week. Hey, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about an all right night party. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping to do. Hoping when everything gets back to normal, hope I can do more out and abouts of videos. That's what my ultimate goal here is. I know I found a new parking space near the festival. I can't wait. I'm just really, you know, I'm trying to be excited and positive. I know there's a lot of things going on. Everybody's scared, and we all know that. But, you know, just hang in there, folks. If we keep on doing what we're doing as far as following protocol, I know there's a lot of dumb people out there. Usually all the young kids out there, the young people, the young adults. Dudes, listen up. Stay inside, man. If you don't want to, you know, I don't think this is the time for going out and partying and getting drunk and getting naked and, you know, showing your boobies and all that good stuff. Just chill out and stay home. Curl up with a good book. Play. Listen, go. If you haven't, bust out the Nintendo Switch and play some video games or something like that. Or annoy your parents for laundry or something. Like, I don't know. Just chill out, and stay at home, man. You don't have to worry about going all crazy and all that. I know we try to live our lives and have some fun. Trust me, I understand. But man, you fall. So we got to flatten the curve, man. That's all we need to do. We got to flatten this curve. You know what I'm saying? It has not been, like I said, it isn't easy, but, you know, we got to get it done, man. You know, it's not fun. No, it's not fun. You know, sometimes we stay in here, you know, we stay in the house and, you know, stay down cellar and all, or in cellars or in the houses and our rooms, and we're going stir crazy. I understand that, but come on, man. Come on. We've got to be smart about this, okay? Just, you know, just chill out and just not worry about a thing. We'll be fine. If I just make sure you stock up. That's all. You stock up with food, stock up. Listen, I got plenty of DVDs I want to watch too, and you know, like I said, I can binge watch. I can binge watch MXC. I can binge watch Viva La Bam, Power Rangers, Transformers, Batman, Welcome Back, Kotter. I have He-Man, She-Ra, Voltron, Filmation's Ghostbusters, The Adventures of Super Mario 3. I can play some video games like I've been doing, the Big League Slugger Baseball. I'm trying to bring some sports to you guys on the video games, and baseball's my favorite sport. I get, you know, the fun thing about Big League Slugger Baseball for the PlayStation 1 is you get a lot of, you get to make up your own teams and everything else on the last episode, and a lot of people commented on that. A lot of people liked it, and I'm hoping to continue all that. You know, do your laundry if you're bored. You know, if you feel like you're dirty, take a shower and all that. And I know it's not that easy to deal with all this, but you know what? Listen, we'll get through this, and we're going to be okay. Just got to learn to flatten the curve. Just help flatten the curve out, and I think we'll be fine. And then little by little, we'll probably be back to normal. But you know, it's not going to be normal here in New England, that's for sure. With no more Tom Brady. Tom Brady is now gone with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's going to be very surreal seeing him in a different uniform after 20 years with the New England Patriots. So. It's going to be a 2-year deal, and I was hoping he would retire, but you know, and we don't know what, you know. They finally found concluding the investigation on the Red Sox 2018 team with the sign stealing thing, and they said it doesn't look good. But hey, you know, I don't know what they want to do to us because one, we've already fired Alex Cora because of that reason, and two, we traded away Mookie Betts. We lost Chris Sale for the season due to Tommy John surgery. We lost David Price to the Dodgers as well. We lost Brock Holt. I mean, what more do you want from us? You know, it's like, it doesn't matter. Are we going to have a season anyway? We don't know. You know, I know it's like we fear the unknown, and we all want to point our fingers towards China, the Chinese government. You know, hey, I'm with you guys. Don't feel like going to the Chinese government and giving them each a gift slap, and going, hey, you nitwits, so why'd you screw up our country? You screw up our way of life. You hate our country. You shouldn't have done this. You know, you just made the list, all of you. So, yeah, sometimes you feel like that. You know, and like I said, I feel like Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber. You know, I've had enough of this dump. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pensions are falling off. I love that. The way he reacted to that, it was funny. Our pensions are falling off. I'm going to go stir crazy to the point where I'm going to go, how much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish? Give me back that filet-o-fish. Give me that fish. Give me back that filet-o-fish. Give me that fish. What if it were you hanging up on this wall? And if you were in that sandwich, I wouldn't be laughing at all. Hey, we just gotta let loose sometimes, and I can understand. You know, let loose in the house. Even if your siblings and parents look at you weird and go, "What's wrong with this guy?" It's called stir crazy. Well, not stir crazy. So, I gotta clean my hands afterwards. I just wash these hands. I always wash these hands, man. That's what I think is very best important is to wash your hands. Even if it's 20 seconds or even a little bit more. So we'll see what happens in the upcoming weeks. How things will develop. I know it's very, very tough, but sometimes, you know, like I said, got to roll with the punches, folks. Rolling with the punches. So rest in peace, Kenny Rogers. We're gonna miss you. And I'll never forget. His legacy will live on through the CDs that he's brought out, especially the Once Upon a Christmas CD that I have. I'll probably listen to that in the holidays to remember Kenny Rogers. So I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. Episode 502. I will continue with the Big League Slugger Baseball Get These Thumbs episodes. Looking forward to that. And I gotta go blow this nose and wash my hands and all this good stuff. All right. I'll see you later. Peace and have a great day.